Hey everyone, welcome to the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Today's walking tour is going to be from 86th Street and Amsterdam Avenue, walking all the way down to 59th Street, Columbus Circle. Now the Upper West Side is very lively right now because many people are just getting out of work. Children are just getting out of school. So you're going to see lots of commuting. We're going to be checking out some awesome restaurants, shops, bodegas, and experience all that the Upper West Side has to offer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started walking southbound on Amsterdam. West 86th Street. If we were to make a left, that'll bring you right to Central Park West and the entrance to Central Park. And if you were to make a right, this will take you to the main 1 train terminal, as well as over to Riverside Park and the Hudson River. It's quite nice. It's a very beautiful residential neighborhood. The Upper West Side is ideal if you have young kids, a young family, but you don't want that kind of gaudiness of the Upper East Side, so to speak. I'd say the vast majority of the best restaurants on the Upper West Side are right on Amsterdam Avenue, and you're going to see many of them as we walk down today. You also have a lot of nice boutiques and shops. But take a look at a lot of the beautiful pre-war architecture. These are very, very old buildings with those classic New York City fire escapes. This is the Tiki Bar. This is a pretty good spot on the corner of 85th and Amsterdam. It's very lively at night, particularly on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. A lot of the bars are filled here, especially during the fall when people are watching football, the NFL season. Just off to our left here is a good spot. This is Jacob's Pickle. That's one of my favorite restaurants on the Upper West. I would say Jacob's Pickle, as well as Sentai Comfort Food, which we're about to walk past as well. Looks like you have a new boba place. This bar is always packed, especially on the weekends. is now the corner of West 83rd Street. This is the High Life Bar and Grill. Looks like this place is new. Wild Geese Gallery. Never seen it open. Maybe it's like a gallery slash coffee shop, something of that sort. And a new barber shop. $35 for a haircut is actually not bad. It's actually very reasonable pricing. It's right on the corner of West 83rd Street and Amsterdam Avenue.
You got me?
This spot across the street on 82nd Street. This is called Gin Ramen. This is a must visit if you're coming to the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Just remember 82nd Street and Amsterdam. Gin Ramen, J-I-N Ramen. That's a great place. I don't get a chance to go as much as I used to, but that place is one of the best on the Upper West Side. The Thai food place I was talking about is right on this corner, 82nd in Amsterdam. It's called Sen Thai Comfort Food. There's actually two Thai food restaurants. One is called Land, L-A-N-D, and then this is Sen. I would say that Sen is definitely superior out of the two. You also have the Gin Mill, which is on the corner of West 81st and Amsterdam, which is a very popular bar, more like a sports bar kind of vibe. You also have St. James Gate on 81st, more towards the west side. Gin Mill also has outdoor dining. And you have the New York Public Library. St. James Gate behind me always has really nice outdoor dining setup. We'll quickly turn around so you can take a look. It's a very quiet block. West 81st, if you continue to go all the way down, it'll take you to the Museum of Natural History, as well as Central Park. This is a very famous place in New York. There's multiple locations. Maman. It's like a little coffee shop, cafe, bakery. I would say mostly light bites. But I mean, the variety on the Upper West, it's pretty impressive. On the corner of West 80th Street is my favorite pizza shop on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, Made in New York Pizza, 80th and Amsterdam Avenue. Big fan of all the pre-war buildings. Here's yet another coffee shop called Bluestone Lane. I think this is an Australian chain. There's definitely no shortage of variety to choose from. This Indian restaurant is very, very good. I've been here multiple times. This is a good spot. There's a new omakase place. One bite omakase. Let's see what the deal is. A 9-course lunch menu for $49 and a 13-course dinner menu for $89. It's actually not bad. And this place looks quite good. Because there's many places in the East Village that, how should I say this? Advertise omakase for like $130 a head, and it's terrible. Ooh, that guy should probably cross the light. As we cross southbound on 79th Street, I'm going to turn around and show you a really nice hotel on the Upper West Side. It's called the Lucerne, right on the corner of 79th Street and Amsterdam. The facade is really striking. You're going to notice it immediately as we turn around here. It's like a very bright red facade. And it looks even better when it's a sunny day, particularly at sunset. When the sun hits the facade, it's beautiful. 201 West 79th Street is the exact address. Once again, the Lucerne. And adjacent, or I should say across the street, is Irving Farm Coffee Roasters, which is just under the scaffolding. That is a great place if you're into coffee. I would say Irving Farm Coffee Roasters and then Black Press Coffee on 72nd Street and Columbus Avenue is the best. This is a good bagel spot, Bagels & Co. I go here from time to time. Hakombi. West 78th. There's a famous cookie place just off to the left-hand side of the screen. We're about to pass it in a minute. I think this is the Levian Bakery. Maybe that's the next block. Across the street's another bagel spot called Bagel Talk. It's about 3:30, so you can see all the kids getting out of school. Very family-friendly neighborhood. This is Chirpin' Chicken. It's okay. This is the bakery slash cookie place I was talking about. Levy and Bakeries. Very, very famous place. Usually on the weekends. This place is a line out the door. Between West 77th and West 76th Street. We also have Equinox Gym here. Yet another coffee shop, Joe and the Juice. And as we head down towards 72nd Street, you're going to see the Trader Joe's on the Upper West Side. Around the block is the Beacon Theater. Looks like a new dumpling place. Mimi Chang's. I'll have to try this. Never tried it before. Okay, we're coming up on 72nd Street. I think we're about to pass yet another made in New York pizza shop. There's one on the upper west side where we just were in the 80s. There's one here, and then there's another one just north of Penn Station on 7th Avenue. Yeah, Blue Bottle Coffee Shop. Here it is, yet another location. This pizza shop is great. Made in New York. And you can see the main 72nd Street subway terminal. This is where the 2 express train stops, but you could also get the 1 train. So it's really convenient because if you get on the 2 here, the next stop downtown is 42nd Street, Times Square. So if you work in Midtown, you know, you get on at 42nd and 1 stop on the train and you're already back to the Upper West Side. It's very convenient. Right behind the train terminal is Trader Joe's. Here you can see the train is very busy now because everyone's commuting home from work and school. There's the Trader Joe's. You can now see Central Park Tower and the very, very top of 220 Central Park South come into view. as we now head down 71st Street and Amsterdam Avenue. Have a lot of stuff in this strip mall. McDonald's, pizza place, 2 coffee shops, a Verizon store. Try to cross here. This store is just food for dogs. So they have organic dog food, super expensive. But that's New York City. People spend, $50 a day on dog food. And then these are some of the new developments that have gone up on the Upper West Side. You can see a big stark contrast between some of the pre-war buildings and these newer glass encased facades. If you had to ask me, I kind of like the pre-war a little bit better. Those beautiful crown moldings, brick and mortar, fire escapes. I just think it has a little bit more original charm to New York, in my view. This will take us directly to Lincoln Center, the Juilliard School, as well as Fordham University. This is now West 69th Street. And Amsterdam. Or Broadway, excuse me.
What she said in
I love how a lot of the restaurants make the front door just one big opening, so you can get that perspective of both dining indoors and outdoors. It's a beautiful dining room, really nice. Now West 68th Street. You're looking at the Deutsche Bank towers. So Deutsche Bank used to have their main Manhattan headquarters on Wall Street at 60 Wall. But then they've closed that down and they've migrated uptown to Columbus Circle, where they've taken over the Time Warner Center. Here's the Apple Store on the Upper West Side, on West 67th Street. Tons of scaffolding though. I mean, I would say we've been walking under scaffolding a third of the way since 86th Street. That's part of living on the Upper West, with a lot of the buildings being so old. They have to do necessary and needed repairs to the facades every 10 years.
Yeah, they make like a TikTok about like.
This is now West 66th Street. This is going to be the subway entrance to the 1 train, Lincoln Center Station. You can get it both uptown and downtown. And off to our right is the Juilliard School. And right as the road splits here, you have Hotel Empire looking right down into Columbus Circle. This is Lincoln Center. One more shot of the Juilliard School.
Buzzing around.
This is an Italian bakery, Rosetta. We'll head over towards the main fountain at Lincoln Center.
One of the pieces needs a conductor, cyclopetic mat.
I always say that.
We are now directly in front of the beautiful Lincoln Center. You've got to come here while they still have the fountain on, because pretty soon they're going to turn the fountain off for the season. Such a stunning place.
Widać, ale jak chcesz posłuchać,
Where were we?
We'll try to cross, we'll make the light. Have a nice Tesla taxi right here.
Assuming that's
We're now coming up on West 62nd Street. And you'll be able to see 15 Central Park West. This is one of the most desirable buildings in New York City. It's also nicknamed the Limestone Building. It is really a stunning work of art. You're looking at the westernmost tower of 15 Central Park West. And just off to the right, you have 1 Central Park West, which is the Trump International Hotel and Tower. And then that big blue skyscraper is Extel's Central Park Tower, which sits at 217 Central Park West.
Hey, listen, just
We are now almost at Columbus Circle, 59th Street, which will lead you right into Central Park South. That takes you all the way over to 5th Avenue and then finally the 59th Street Bridge. Let's go ahead and make this left on West 61st Street. We're now looking directly at the back of 1 Central Park West, which is the Trump International Hotel and Tower. You have 3 components. You have a Michelin star restaurant, Jean-Georges. Then you have the International Hotel. And then finally, you have the residences for people who either rent or have purchased a condominium in the building. Here's the main entrance to 15 Central Park West. This has a beautiful landscaped rotunda here. This is one of the most desirable buildings in all of New York City. It's absolutely stunning. And if you're on a high floor at 15 Central Park West, you could see not only all of Central Park, but all of New York City's Billionaires Row, such as Steinway Tower that we're looking at right now, and 432 Park Avenue. Steinway Tower is the skinniest residential apartment building in the world. But just look at the detail and how beautiful 15 Central Park West is. This is an amazing, amazing building. So a little bit of Billionaires Row history here. This building is 157 West 57th Street. That is the first building ever constructed on New York City's Billionaires Row by the Extel Group. And the tallest one is Central Park Tower. This was also developed by Gary Burnett and Extel. And the brick and mortar one that kind of resembles 15 Central Park West is 220 Central Park South. And Ken Griffin from Citadel Securities owns a very, very nice multi-floor unit in that building. We're now on Central Park West. This is looking all the way up towards Cathedral Parkway, 110th Street. Now, Central Park runs from 59th Street, Central Park South, and Central Park West, all the way up to 110th Street, Cathedral Parkway, back to Fifth Avenue and down. And this is Central Park. All right, we've officially made it. So if you enjoyed that walking tour of the Upper West Side of Manhattan, from 86th Street all the way down to 59th Street, Columbus Circle, feel free to subscribe for more New York City walking tours. Leave a like on the video. And if you're looking to purchase a unit in New York City, an apartment, condo, or co-op, and you need some help, feel free to send me an email at the email address posted below. And I'd be more than happy to help you and your family with all your real estate needs. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.